Hello everyone! I'm heading to Bukchon Hanok Village today. I've been living in and around Seoul for more than 10 years, but I haven't actually known where Bukchon Hanok Village is. So, it's officially my first visit to there. Today's expressions used in Bukchon Hanok Village are 가옥, 고무신, 사랑방, 사랑채, 아궁이, and 장독대. If you're curious about today's expressions or the village, please watch the following video. Hello, I'm Bori, and it's Bori's Korean. I can see the information center and the guys in the red uniforms, which means I'm in the right place. Let me ask the ladies for directions as I'm a stranger here. They're so kind. If you have any plans to visit here, don't hesitate to ask them for help. With the map and some information they gave, my confidence in text soared. Yay! According to their explanation, we can take either the 19-minute route or the 30-minute one. Also, there are open houses where anyone can look around inside for free. The first open house is located very close to where I'm standing right now, so I will go there right away. This house on my right side seems like a newly built one. Huh? Isn't this definitely an American-style garage pretending to be a Korean one? Well, yeah, who can criticize for having a garage? Okay, acceptable. Here we are, 백인재 가옥, which means 백인재's house. He was one of its previous owners, and here is one of the open hanoks to look around. The house was donated sometime in the past, and now it is belonged to Seoul City. By the way, do you know what 가옥 is? If you look up the word 가옥 in the dictionary, it will say a house. But as you might know, to indicate a house in Korea, we usually use the word 집. Then, what's the difference between 가옥 and 집? Much of the Korean language consists of Chinese expressions, and 가옥 is a Chinese expression of 집. Dictionaries don't mention this, but as a native speaker, I feel like 가옥 is suitable for traditional houses like hanok, not for apartments. Shall we go in? This house was built in 1913, about 100 years ago. And at the beginning, this one was a super rich man's house. I mean, this one was very much modernized and the hottest style compared to other houses at the time. Look at them. These are the typical Korean rubber shoes which are called 고무신. 고무신. These shoes were so popular among Koreans until the 1960s because they could wear rubber shoes much longer than straw shoes they used to wear before. These days, you can often see the elderly wearing rubber shoes, especially in the countryside. And this is the furniture on display that the owner actually used. This is the view from the inside of the room. Isn't it so nice? Okay, I guess this is a hot place for selfies or just for me. Hello there! Let's move on. There's a guest room on the side of this building. In a Hanok structure, a guest room was called 사랑방, 사랑방, or 사랑채, 사랑채. As you may know, 사랑 means love. So a guest room is 사랑방, and if the room was located in a separate building from the main building, it was called 사랑채. Here is a small garden right next to the main house. How do you like it? It's quite pretty. All the trees and flowers trimmed neatly and have been managed well. I love this place. If you follow this path, ta-da! There is another house with a great view. And underneath it is 아궁이, 아궁이. 아궁이 means a hole made to set fire to a room or a pot. It functions as a traditional boiler in Korea. This is the front view of this house. And oh, I can see the 장독대 here. Have you ever seen 장독대? 장 means sources like soy sauce. 독 means Korean traditional crocs. And 대 is a kind of a platform in this case. So 장독대 altogether means a special place where these crocs are placed. These days, there are still many houses with 장독대 in their yard. And here is the kitchen. Now, let's finish the house tour and take a look around this village. I will look around this village in the shortest way so that I can have a reason to come back. Oh, this souvenir shop is charming. This type of fan is so popular with tourists, isn't it? Looking at the tourists with great joy makes me smile. Please tell me when you need a photographer, especially if you don't care about the quality. Did you know that Korean people have a very high rate of living in apartments of all the different forms of residence? In my case, I've always lived in an apartment since very young, so it's always interesting for me to look around Hanok. Lots of tourists taking photos motivates me to do so. I am well aware of I was taking photos way too much compared to I usually do. It wasn't my will. I think I was just drunk on the vibe of this area. Houses in this neighborhood are a mix of houses, cafes, shops, and studios with only a small sign. So if you want to enjoy a cup of tea or shopping here, you should walk slowly walking around. I actually don't know which alley to take here, so I'm walking along the crowded ones. Wow, I guess this is the most popular spot, walking as a naturally created a photo zone. It's steep, but I should go up to the highest point, right? Am I so slow? People are just getting ahead of me. Yay! I'm eventually at the top. When you turn around and look where you came up, tada! You can see Namsan Tower from here. Alright, what we have to do after climbing somewhere is going down, and it is time to do it. Today, I use expressions related to Hanok, traditional Korean houses. The expressions are 가옥, 고무신, 사랑방, 사랑채, 아궁이, and 장독대. I hope they were informative and helpful for all of you. Have a great day, everyone. Bye!